This is Matthew Kratter's Bitcoin University. Today I want to talk about why Bitcoin's price really matters. You sometimes hear from no-coiners, quote, "You Bitcoiners are so greedy, you're constantly focused on Bitcoin's price going up." And yes, while it might appear that way from the outside, it's a bit different when you look more closely. This is because Bitcoin doesn't have a headquarters or a CEO or a traditional marketing department. Bitcoin's marketing department is its price pumping. It draws people into the Bitcoin nightclub where they pound a few shots of BTC for the buzz. They're having a great time, they're feeling good, they're making money. And then halfway through the evening, they suddenly realize that they've accidentally ingested something else with their BTC drink. The walls begin to melt and they realize what a sham the Fed is, what a scam fiat money is, how they've been on the fiat treadmill their whole lives, and how all the quote-unquote experts are constantly wrong about everything. They begin to go deeper and deeper down the Bitcoin rabbit hole until they reach the point where the least interesting thing about Bitcoin becomes its price action. Bitcoin is pumping, that's a bit of a yawn. Bitcoin is crashing, just another yawn. It's actually the opposite. Cryptos, where it's all about the pumps and the dumps and the price action, while Bitcoin is quite different. Becoming a Bitcoiner quickly leads to talking less and less about price and more about more interesting things like economic history and philosophy and even spirituality. You come for the cheap buzz, but you stay for the freedom, and because you start to enjoy having your mind cracked wide open on a daily basis by other Bitcoiners. So Bitcoin's fiat price pumping is its marketing department. It's also what sets Bitcoiners free to spend more and more of their time on things that really matter to them, rather than having to remain on the rent, the groceries, the debt, treadmills. Bitcoin's NGU technology, number go up technology, is also FGU, it's freedom go up technology. For example, Bitcoin gives couples the confidence to start a family. I love this post from Stack Hodler. Every new Bitcoin all-time high gives some couple somewhere the financial confidence to start a family. Number go up, NGU, is a beautiful thing. If you're enjoying this video so far, I'll just pause really briefly here to ask you to help to support the channel and spread the word. Hit the subscribe button, that does really help. Leave a like, leave a comment, question, suggestion for a future video, and share this video with a friend or family member. Now, Bitcoin's price pumping is important for other reasons as well. As Bitcoin's market cap grows, Bitcoin becomes increasingly able to service the global economy. When Bitcoin had a market cap of 100 million, it wasn't large enough to service even a single large city. And now that Bitcoin has a market cap of over 2 trillion, call it 2.3 trillion, it's a place where both billionaires and factory workers can store their savings. And it becomes an increasingly viable alternative to other large and liquid investable assets like stocks and precious metals. We can see Bitcoin here nipping at the heels of Amazon. They're sort of trading places as the markets move. And then it's just Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, and then gold is the ultimate prize in this chart. But Bitcoin is just still at $2 trillion, as Jesse Myers points out here. In 2023, there was $900 trillion of global wealth. Today in 2025, that's grown to 1,000 trillion, in other words, a quadrillion, and Bitcoin is just 2 trillion out of that. So here's gold, that'd be the next stop. And then Bitcoin will begin to eat into real estate and bonds and equities as they become less and less stores of value and more functional as the assets they're meant to be. As Bitcoin's price pumps, other nice things begin to happen as well. For example, real estate gets demonetized. People like me begin to sell their second houses and investment properties and put the money into Bitcoin. And that means that you have fewer wealthy investors and their investment portfolios competing with families that want to buy a starter home to live in. That means that people lose interest in investing in BlackRock funds that hoover up houses and hurt housing affordability. As the monetary premium gets sucked out of housing and into Bitcoin, everyone benefits. Family formation gets back on track. The country heals, the culture heals. And as Bitcoin's price pumps, other nice things happen. For example, gold continues to get demonetized by Bitcoin. There's less and less demand for physical gold as a result, and fewer people in developing countries getting poisoned by living downstream from gold mines, which are quite toxic. As Bitcoin's price pumps, Bitcoiners get wealthier and more able to say no to authoritarian politicians. When politicians and bankers cannot freeze your money because it's being stored in Bitcoin, you're empowered to speak out and fight back. So NGU is again FGU, freedom go up for Bitcoiners everywhere. And lastly, as Bitcoin's price pumps, its market cap pumps, its liquidity pumps, its daily trading volume pumps, and its daily value settled pumps. As Bitcoin's price pumps, it thereby becomes the most saleable asset in the world, which is another way of saying in economics that it becomes what's called money. Bitcoin is already money for many of us, and Bitcoin is about to become money for the whole world as its price continues to go up. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the subscribe and like buttons. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I publish my next video. And let me know your questions and comments in the comment section below. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.